One of the standout segments was the coronation, the formal coronation by Nick Aldis with Nia Jax. And I will say that I didn't enjoy her promo here as much as I did when she told what's it, Kayla to shut up. That was really funny. Here it was very apparent that she was a heel. And I like Nia, she's a different type of heel. She's not the Liv Morgan chicken type of heel. And I guess this is largely a part of her size compared to the other women. Even Piper Niven, she's dwarfed by her in height. But so she called out Bayley straight up, and Bayley's music and just her, I was thinking about this, her presentation. She doesn't look like there's something missing there. She doesn't look like the champion. She doesn't look like somebody who's holding the belt. And the way they had her come out there, and then I mean I was actually pretty excited when I saw that Chelsea Green and Piper Niven attacked her. I thought that was I didn't expect it for one, and I didn't just want to see her come out there and be sparky against Nia. And then as they kicked Bayley's, Nia just watched patiently with her hand on the podium. I said, "Oh, this is the type of time she's on." She didn't go back to the turnbuckle and wait for them like in the corner or anything like that. No, she stood in the middle of the ring while they kicked that woman's on the outside, brought her in the ring, and continued the whooping. And then it was just so strange. They had a standoff, a face-off, and Piper Niven's not going to beat Bayley. She's just a placeholder. It's a little bit really. It's actually really clear for me there. And then after that, Bayley, she reminded me like the Life Alert commercials when she was trying to like get up. Instead of trying to get up and get the hell out the ring, she was trying to grab the championship and grab the rope. Like that whole little thing she was doing in the corner, it just looked goofy to me. And Nia was just there and walked past and left the ring. But I think this did a lot to make the championship seem a lot more engaging. I would say this is a classic Triple H storyline. Under his control, you have a lot more dynamic pieces going on. It's not just me and you feuding, and like you beat me one week, I beat you the next week. Then we have a tag team match, and something happens, and then there's a lot more characters. It's just like the Drew, Gunther, Damian Priest storyline. And then even with the Bloodline, there's a lot of different elements and different characters that are engaging each other in different various ways. So I like the segment. I just wish that when they do these beatdown angles, I just wish they would be a little bit more severe. And I think they stopped. I mean, I don't hate Bayley. I hate her current character. I think I might have said it's like only a step above the hugger. It's like the hugger minus the hugging. She's just like she's a good person that wrestles very well, and it's not working. She needs some kind of edge, or some sort of some sort of depth of her character. But I feel like the beating that they gave her stopped too soon. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I like the promo. I like how Nia Jax stood as the queen of the ring, especially with you said Piper Niven and Chelsea. That's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chelsea
they
Green.
came out and beat Bayley. Um,
Does Bayley
what,
not have any friends? Like
Naomi.
obviously Naomi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Naomi. But
But
other than that,
yeah.
Bianca doesn't trust her, and I don't think Jade is with her like that either.
Nah.
Remember, because she was supposed to come out like the build up to WrestleMania. Like she never really helped them out. So
Tell you, man, relationships are two-way. You can't keep making withdrawals if you're not making deposits. and Bayley learned the hard way.
yeah, so yeah, but I liked it. I really do like Nia Jax. How she is. I am afraid that they're gonna have her lose against Bayley though.
I would say her winning is a little bit less certain, but I will go as far as to say she cannot lose. She cannot lose. This is the first real Queen of the Ring that they're attempting to put some legitimacy behind. The first one, Zelina Vega, they just gave her a crown and they would call her La Reina, and it's just a different flavor of the trope of having being the European monarch. In her case, it would be Puerto Rican. I understand. I'm not saying Puerto Rico's in Europe. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying how they made Sheamus. how they made Booker T, for whatever reason, he became British, and they treated her in that very same vein. It was more so like a character who just wore the attire, and they steep it in her culture. So you have that, but I kind of done with that. I would rather see the King and Queen of the Ring be characters like Gunther and Nia, the same way they presented Triple H, the same way they presented Brock Lesnar, the same way they presented Stone Cold Steve Austin, the same way they presented Bret Hart, Kurt Angle. None of them people had capes on and scepters, and no, they didn't do that. It was a serious thing, and I really do appreciate that. So in order to give it some legitimacy, they cannot have Nia, the first legitimate Queen of the Ring, lose, especially on the tier she's been on. In terms of her in-ring work has been very polished from what she was before. She hasn't injured anybody. Her character work is excellent. She's just a kicking machine. And then honestly, how is Bayley going to beat Nia aside from something fluky? And then Nia, she's also had a lot of credibility here because she's also beaten Bianca Belair. She beat her clean. Nobody helped cheat. She did have the screw finish with Jade, but she beat Bianca Belair, one of the most protected women on the roster. So, for those reasons, she has to win. I will not accept anything other than that. And then it gives Bayley an opportunity to do a reset, because I think that Bayley her previous reigns as champion have not been that compelling, and maybe she's more compelling as a contender, somebody chasing the belt. But her losing the belt will allow her to do something different, perhaps a different storyline or different character. I don't know, but it's an opportunity for a reset. So I think Nia winning at SummerSlam is best for business in terms of that championship picture.
Yeah, it might be possible, but who knows? They might have Bayley try to, you know how they do against the bigger wrestlers with the smaller wrestlers with the baby face. They pretty much conquer a Goliath type of thing. So who knows?
We saw how that worked with Lara. If they do that same spot with Bayley, let's go. Because usually they always try to do that slam off the top, the wrestling trope, and I just knew Lara was going to powerbomb her, but nope, that was not to happen. So I would love to see Nia break that out against Bayley, and that would certainly pave her way to victory. She's not coming back from that.